Because, even if we're friends and stuff, I'm a little shy about just straight up saying to someone, hey, I'm streaming, come watch. Because that's a little... What do you call it? It's a little presumptuous. Like, dude, my stream is so good. I just know. I know you'll want to come watch. Welcome here, Ed. I was just saying this. I was wondering whether or not to text you since you didn't specifically ask me to this time, Ed. I was talking about how it's kind of presumptuous to do that. Because it's like, you know, it's like making the assumption that my stream is good enough that someone specifically would want to come watch. So I was thinking about not texting you, but Devil actually suggested that I did, and I figured I could use the fact that he was the one who suggested it as my excuse. I kind of wonder why these characters in particular, Say and Stella, are on the bottom here. Jill and Boss being the two characters always at the top, I understand. They're arguably the two most major characters. I wouldn't say that... Wait, this might not even be Say. This is Dorothy, isn't it? It's probably Dorothy, actually. Never mind. Point is, I was gonna say, you know, Say and Stella aren't particularly more significant than several of the other clients we've had come in. Dorothy is probably the most significant continuous character, aside from Jill and Boss. Probably. We've seen her the most, at least. Not so much Stella. But it's fine. They're cute. Day 11. Really burning a trail through this game. I was watching Queen stream the other day for a little bit. Didn't stick around too long because I didn't want to get spoiled, but I don't know what day she's on. I asked, but she didn't know, and she didn't check. I'm just curious. Curious how close I am to overtaking her. Because everything is a contest to me. Yeah, Alma seems really significant, if only because she seems to be the closest to Jill out of anyone. And also because there's the whole, you know, she might be Alice Rabbit thing. Gosh, I hope M1 texts me if he starts grief syndrome. Dude. It's been like 2 years since the last time I streamed grief syndrome, and I've said multiple times I'll get back to it. Never have, and now other people have taken up the mantle of doing individual Maho Shoujo runs. A category that I pioneered, but never really actually did much with. That's the story of my life, I guess. You've watched Queen for a cumulative 3 hours now, and you have never seen her actually play a game, literally only setting up. Yeah, I think she uses her stream more as an excuse to just talk to her chat regulars, which is actually kind of what I've been doing for the last 19 minutes. So, let me actually play the game. Your electricity bill, you know, $8,000, the usual. So that's tomorrow. So this is going to be the big thing. Did you miss a day of this game? I think you were not here last stream, actually, which means I should catch you up on what happened. Let me play a little bit, read a little bit, and then I'll do that. Jill wants to get in the holiday mood. Buying a mega Christmas tree will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. I very much enjoy that it's mega Christmas. But yeah, I think Queen pretty much, like, she just enjoys talking to chat way more than actually playing anything, which I can understand, because she has, like, a really active chat. She has, like, a decent viewer count usually, like, same as mine lately, to be honest, like 20 or 30 people. But it's like... I was gonna do something in options, but I guess I can't activate just like... Oh, settings here, I'm stupid. What was I gonna do though? Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I think she usually... Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the shop and buy a tree. I think, her chat has like the kind of activity you expect from like a 70 or 80 viewer stream, so, I mean, I don't know. She's got a lot of stuff to reply to. Here we go. Mega Christmas tree, 1350. I mean, how much money do I have now? Oh, I have over 8,000, so we'll be fine. Mega Christmas tree, let's do it. Celebrate the bastardized commercial version of an already bastardized celebration. My favorite. Here it is, right next to the beer. Just as I'd expect from Jill. This room's getting a little crowded. TBH. I was indeed, Ed. I'll play a little bit of the game and then I'll fill you in. Monster Girlfriend, Chirari. Okay, no, that's a new one. Is this the same? Yes, this is also the same. Just to go over these, since you missed these, this is like the release of a new game console, and it's like, the joke is that the discussion going on here about the new console is super analogous to, you know, discussions you'd see on 4chan about, like, you know, the Wii, the Nintendo Switch, and, you know, just any new console release, people saying the same kind of shit posts. This is a thread about nano camo being released for civilian-owned firearms, so that civilians who are using nano camo to make themselves camouflage can also do the same with their weapons, making it more effective, which is a really interesting thing. I pointed this out last time I streamed, but this whole thing about, like, you know, how easily civilians can get firearms in the Valhalla universe is really interesting to me, considering that it was also established last time I streamed that citizens of this city, I don't know if it's like all of them, but a lot of them are have had nanobot injections, or whatever you want to call it, that make the government able to track them at all times. And the current, like, leader of Glitch City is unironically trying to propose that the nanomachines be modified so that citizens can, at will, controlled by the government, be completely incapacitated for, you know, peaceful purposes, quote unquote. So it's kind of a weird dichotomy here of, like, on one hand, civilians can get firearms so easily, so they could, like, overthrow the government, I guess, if they wanted to. But then at the same time, they're, like, being big time monitored by the government. It's just, like, a weird thing. But that's cyberpunk for you. Monster Girlfriend, Chirari. This is a new thread. Oh yeah, they actually talked about this game in a previous thread. It's the new the new Sukeban release. I love this. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive. Oh, it's a battle system. Cute girls, that fucking music. Is this the goat? Don't know. Do you like the goat, girl? I'm gonna marry a goat. It's an alright game. 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. Nope, shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. Normies. Fuck off. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Pretty typical. I agree, Greedo. It's really, it's like, it's just a really relaxing song. It's like low-key upbeat, I guess. Let's check out the Augmented Eye. Quincy studies the possibility. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to the recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way, we can secure essential items at affordable prices. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news, given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. And that's pretty epic. That's what I was thinking, Ed, when they were talking about goats, dude. is Kira Miki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilim being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as humans because they're immortal, and as such cannot really understand what it's like to be alive. Which is an interesting thing for this article to say, considering that, who was it that talked to us about it? One of our customers talked to us about a Lilim who was not immortal. Like, there was a line of them before they started uploading their mental data to the cloud, so, you know, they could be backed up. So they were basically like humans in the sense that they would eventually die, and they indeed did. But most of the Kira Miki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilim people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Show, 55, told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho, 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. I'm definitely reading way too much into this, but it's kind of funny that a dog would say that, considering that, like, you know, dogs are fascinated by fucking everything. Video footage of the mayor from Glitch City. I bet I can guess what this is gonna be. Oh. That works too. This is more accurate than what I was thinking. I thought it was either gonna be a video of Hillary or Trump. Or just both of them. Nice. Lilim receiving mysterious. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilim across the city have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. I wonder if we'll hear about that from Dorothy. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilim can't remember exactly what they had heard, but the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilim could not record any of these messages while they were being broadcast. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilim from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilim, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Agreed. Oh, it's what Jill told Streaming Chen. Thank you for the reminder. Right, yeah. That makes sense. You think that is the joke, but it's a bit subtle, and that makes the writing good? Yeah, I guess so. I wonder how many, like, subtle things I miss out, like, because I'm drunk during the second half of my streams of this game. I feel like I mean, I never, like, forget anything. I mean, I forgot the detail that Tiger and Greedo just clarified, but, you know, I would have forgotten the detail regardless of being drunk. Okay, well, we got the tree, we read everything. No updates to Kira Miki's blog. Just a little quick summary of what you missed last time, Ed. It was actually a pretty big deal. A girl came in who was actually, you know, too young to be in the bar. Actually, two girls came in who were too young to be in the bar, but so far the first one that came in wasn't, you know, particularly significant as a character. It was just a cute moment, and it was whatever. But then a second girl came in, and she introduced herself. She was the sister of Jill's ex-girlfriend, who you may or may not remember, because she barely talked about her really, but it was established she used to date another chick, and they split up pretty bitterly, even though in hindsight she thinks she was really great. Anyway, her sister clarified that she died. Her sister and Jill's ex-girlfriend is dead. And the sister actually blames Jill for it because, again, they broke up bitterly, and long story short, she was saying that she thinks the stress caused by the breakup is caused her heart, or what was it? It was like a nanomachine rejection that caused heart problems for her, is what it was. And the sister was like, you know, the stress that you caused her from splitting up with her was essentially what you know, caused it in the first place, and you never even came by and said hi to her, you never visited her, and now she's dead. And Jill's like, well, okay. I mean, Jill was like defending herself at first, like, well, okay, I didn't even know. I didn't know she was sick. Nobody contacted me. What the fuck? And then I actually played 2 days in one stream. The next day, Jill was blaming herself the whole day and like, yeah, she's right. I never even tried to contact her either. It is pretty much my fault. And that's kind of like the inner conflict that we're probably going to see more of today in Jill, though she did kind of start to cheer up near the end of the previous day. So yeah, pretty big plot point. I actually have a lot more to say about it. I had kind of mixed feelings about it, about the way it was done overall, but I'll save that for a little bit later. I didn't read Jill's comments and all that other stuff I read. I'll deal with that later. Let's go to work. Oh yeah, boss paid Dorothy to go home with Jill. I don't know, maybe this is something that's going over my head, maybe it's more obvious than I think it is, but I don't think she was meant to actually, like, you know, I don't think they were meant to get terribly intimate, just because I don't think Jill would really want to, really. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being naive here. Oh, yeah, I kind of did, Ed. I kind of talked about it a little bit. I didn't talk about it in detail. If you're planning on going back to watch it anyway, I don't think there's anything more that I really need to re-summarize. You think it was just cuddling? Jill just seemed like she needed hugs. Yeah. I mean, on one hand, like, the reason that I thought there was supposed to be, like, implied lewdness is because it's Dorothy, and that's pretty much the only reason. But at the same time, like, now that I really think of it, that would be pretty inappropriate, considering Jill's, just her state, and the fact that her state has to do with her ex-girlfriend, I guess. It would be extra bad, really. You've got a good point there, Jay Clark. We bought her a very reliable Lilin boy. Here we are. Day 11. Cyberpunk bartender action, Valhalla. I'd buy that for $1. Good evening. Hey. How are you feeling? Lilin are soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta. Kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. Can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How'd you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I'm not too surprised by that. Dorothy seems like a friendly person in general. Working girl or otherwise, I don't know. She seems to genuinely like Jill, at least. I think I'll just leave the jukebox the same. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? He just fades away while saying that. Welcome to Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful. Brought my boss here. Oh my god, he's got an eye patch. That's not fair. Unbelievable. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr., the guy we just read about in the Augmented Eye. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Hmm? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana. That's just Jay. He calls her Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Sierra thing. Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those seafar bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are the same species as I. Sad thing is, I'd take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. Reminds me of Donovan repeating, "Did I stutter?" His name is Nacho because he's a dog. Epic. Punished Sheeb. Fallen legend. Okay. Well, I'll pour myself a drink here in a sec. He wants something manly. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. I'll give him something manly. Could go for a gut punch with that dank optional Karmatrine. Let's do it. Well, let's see if there's anything more expensive. We have rent coming up soon. Doesn't have to have optional Karmatrine, but if not, it has to have a decent amount of it. Here we go, Crevice Spike, that's what I'm talking about. 2 Powder Delta, 4 Flanner Guide, optional Karmatrine. Blended. There we go, Crevice Spike. It'll knock the drunkenness out of you or knock you out cold. Sour, manly, sobering. It's not bitter though, you're right, damn it. Fine. Gut punch it is. Only $80 for Jill this time. Hi GameBot, you haven't missed much. I took a long time to get into the game. And I was re-explaining some things from previous stream. So you haven't missed much. We're serving 2 dogs, one of which is our new co-worker and the other of which is his boss at Sierra. And as you're about to see, he has an eye patch. Let's see, aged. There we go. It's supposed to mean a punch made of innards, but the name actually describes what you feel while drinking it. Bitter, manly, strong. Let me pour a drink of my own. Got some OJ in here, some low pulp, low calorie OJ. I don't know exactly what that means, but it tastes the same as regular OJ to me. I'm gonna add some of this really Eben Meme Blast, my pumpkin spice rum, and as stupid as that may sound, it tastes great. That's true, Ed. I don't know if I added enough there. I'll add a little bit more. No pulp or no go. I agree, but this is what was at the store, so it's what I got. There was probably more at the store, but they had just renovated the grocery store I was at. So I don't know if they, like, had everything moved correctly or what. Okay. That's better. Oh yeah. I forgot to display my meme spider. I don't actually know how to get it to stand up correctly. It's got a little clip here, but I don't have anything to clip it to right now. My spider is here, and I'm going to feed it some alcohol very soon. This is not... okay. Spider is sleeping. I got this... oh yeah, just to explain. I got this today at Walgreens. $4. It's a Beanie Baby. You remember Beanie Babies? Well, they're still around. They just don't cost infinite money anymore. This one cost $4 and it's extremely cute. Is that a real spider? Yes. It's my pet spider. Get him a blanket. He seems cold. Okay. I think I have some napkins in here. Oh, here we go. I have a receipt from Walgreens. It's not from when I went to go buy the spider today, but it's a receipt from there, from a different time. It's a little too long. Sleep tight, spider. Okay. Manly drink for the dog. No, it has 8 legs, Clark. Here you go, buddy. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Blech, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. I picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sierra afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool! Every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that. But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know? Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Oh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes sir. Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. I have the music turned up a little bit too loud. Wait, what if they come with foil? Rosenstrauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss does not want to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those CFAR bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know. Her smile is so cute, too. So, it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, forgot she knew the dog. You staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great, Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways. By the way, just wanted to mess... Oh, I read that totally wrong. I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Ah, shit, I missed the chance to ask how or if he even gets paid with money. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel Sheba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap, we just got out of the building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. Ah. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Give me a beer, will ya? Gotcha. Does Deal want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Keep in mind, it was established that, Rad Sheba isn't actually terribly great at following orders. He just says, sir, yes, sir, and doesn't actually do the thing. Talk about Eben. A ball for every doghouse. Bottles don't come in bottles. This is the cyberpunk future of the year 2070X. You don't know that. Is that a fucking CRT monitor? Oh, on my webcam? No. It's an old 4x3 monitor from like 2004, but it's not CRT. Sir, yes sir. Flops on the ground. Okay, so Betty and Deal are back. It's been a while since we've seen them. They're pretty interesting characters. If only just because they're kind of low-key, and like one of them is a Lilim, but he's just like, just a regular dude. Easy peasy. Traditionally brewed beers become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. Bubbly, classic vintage. When is the time we take a fill glasses break, your glass is empty? I don't know, I mean, I play this game slow enough, I think you have time to go refill and not miss much. You mix beer? Yeah, because it's not real beer, it's future beer. And as Tiger pointed out, it's the beer. Here you go. And thus, this Friday becomes better already. Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No, thanks. The last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So, how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or worse. For worse. She's, like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous nest that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. Doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together, and holy shit, poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone, but seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. Hmm? You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well... It's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It does raise up the question of whether she's really like that, or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're the only Huh? Oh, I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute, and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she? Aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing. Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. This, Betty is... Well, I don't know if she's strictly lesbian, but she's at least bisexual. As it was implied in a previous day. Your spider is fake. Is he wrapped in an Arby's receipt? No, he's wrapped in a Walgreens receipt. It's his blanket. PC culture in 2070X. I mean, yeah. It's never going away, dude. Do Jews exist in the future? That's up to you, Colin. I'm trying to get this blanket on right so my baby doesn't get cold. There we go. That's about good. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? Lilin? A more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. He just straight up says it. She's right. Dude, I love this guy. Sharing interest and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or worse. Who knows? Maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit. So someone might try and eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you? And you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How'd you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. That... Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a Bloom Light, please. Give me a Fringe Weaver. Ooh, going for the Fringe Weaver. Let's start with a Bloom Light. 4 Adelhyde. 1 Patter Delta. 2 Flanner Guide. 3 Karmatrine. Aged on the rocks. It's so unnecessarily brown. Spicy, promo, bland. Take a drink. The spider. You don't remember Bloom Light? I think I've made it... I think this is the 3rd time I've made a Bloom Light, and the 2nd time was the night when you were gone. So yeah, it's not a common one. Betty seems like the kind of kid that would shoot up her school. Are you sure about that, Colin? Why am I asking? Of course you're sure. You're an expert on school shootings. Yeah, Betty's gonna get the Karmatrine. There's that. And Fringe Weaver. 1 Adelhyde and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Karmatrine aged mixed. It's like drinking ethylene alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. Bubbly, classy, strong. I'm sorry, Colin. I'll never talk again. Oh yeah, I didn't see your question before. What did you buy from Walgreens? Let's see. This is quite an old receipt. Hallmark bag bundle holly. I don't know what that is. That was $2.99, whatever it was. Wait, let me just look for a date on this so I can get an idea here. Is there not a date on this? There has to be a date on a receipt, right? It's like the law, isn't it? Oh. 24... This was Christmas Eve. So... Okay. Let's see. Citrate... Magnesia... whatever you call it. Citrate magnesia grape. Don't get the grape, by the way. Deluxe mix assorted. $6.99. Memory foam contour pillow. Wendy's gift card. So yeah, that's what I got on the receipt. Those things. Again, I don't know what the first thing is. Bag bundle holly for $2.99. I have no idea what that is. But that's what I got last Christmas Eve. You should, just learn to drink more moderately, Ed. I bought a Wendy's gift card, yeah, for a gift for somebody. Last minute gift. Fringe Weaver. Here you go. I wonder why it's called a Bloom Light. Seems like it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that companies always use too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? Bad timing, Betty. Bad timing. In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although, Thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all of that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into this whole activism thing in the first place. How is that bad? We'd all go and protest, we'd all wait, what? Oh, we'd start all kinds of movements to see things change. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found that pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad, and not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So, I moved from group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad, and when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on your past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy? Dang. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Sayfar toy company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. I wonder if that is indeed who they're talking about. If she is actually who they're talking about. Oh, you're just a lightweight. Well. Yeah, I guess that's just how it is for some people. Hey, it's Drek. How you doing? You did get your hands on some dope-ass nausea medication. Good. Is it Nausine? Because I found out about Nausine a couple years ago, and it changed my life. Doing okay? Good. When's the next stream? You used to be a lightweight? Yeah, I mean, you can build up a tolerance. I haven't really been able to build up a tolerance. Other people apparently can. I've just always had my current level of alcohol tolerance, basically. And even if I make a habit out of drinking, which I have done with Valhalla, it doesn't really... I'm not really getting any more tolerant to alcohol, which is fine because I already have, like, you know, a pretty good tolerance to it. But I always did. I did from the very beginning. Like, the first time I drank a lot, and I was fine. A bunch of angry orchids. It's prescription stuff. Oh. Oh. Your mom had cancer? You said that in past tense, so I assume, you know, I probably shouldn't have started that sentence, but what I was going to say is I assume, you know, she overcame. I had to finish the thought since I started it, but your mom is fine. Okay, good. It made you fat, not tolerant. Well, that's why you gotta go with the low-cal stuff. Gotta go with the vodka. Oh, really, Ed? Well, I'm glad she... you know, whatever the phrase is, I'm glad it's in remission. I don't know if that means it's gone or if that... Whatever the medical term is for... She doesn't have cancer anymore. I'm glad all is well. I didn't know about that at all, dude. Anyway. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jill. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes. All right. That was a good half a day. Valhalla cyberpunk bartender action. Remission is a temporary recovery by definition. Oh, okay. She's totally fine. Yo, the hero of the speedrunning community, Maikuyama. She is post-cancer. Epic. I think I'll make I'll go down to 3 save points for now. I'm not going to go as far back as this either, so I might as well overwrite that. Let's make one on page 2. No dogs in sight. Leaving the jukebox the same. Okay, then back to work. Welcome to Va... Oh, hey there, Alma. Hey, it's been a while. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Okay, so we have nothing to go on. Well, other than apparently Jill knows what she likes. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... Oh. Okay, so we just have to go by our memory of what she got in the past, and to be honest, I don't remember at all. Oh, is that Outdrack? I didn't know that. I was kind of thinking I might wait till all the DLC is out and play it all at once, but I probably won't. I'll take y'all's word on that. We'll go with the big Brantini. It is out? Okay. It's been out on Xbone for like 4 days. Yeah, I heard about that. It's out on consoles sooner. Yeah, I'll probably, within less than a week, I'll probably just decide to get it and play it. Fringe Weavers. I think I'll go with the Brantini. We'll see what happens. $12, that'll hide because we're making it big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Petter Delta, and 2 Karmatrine. Aged and mixed. You're not allowed to feed your spider alcohol. Wake up, buddy. Nap time's over. It's time for a drink. Mmm, delicious. That was the voice of my spider saying, mmm, delicious. My cute spider. There we go. I got it setting up right the way it ought to be. Nice, the pumpkin is back. Hell yeah. Feeling gay. Nice, dude. takes after his father. Yeah, well, you know what they say. The spider doesn't fall far from the tree. Oh, hang on a sec. I gotta type something to someone. Oh, wait. He's probably in Discord. Okay. You hate Discord, you wish everyone would stop switching to it. I like Mumble. I like Mumble more. But the fact is, everyone's using Discord. And Discord is fine. I'm okay with Discord. I like Mumble more, but Discord is still good. I mean, honestly, I like Discord. The thing that I like most about Discord is that people are, like, by and large, using it instead of Skype. I'm very happy to have not launched Skype at all in the last, like, 6 months. It's great. That's Indigo, you fucking retard. What about registering, Colin? What? Registering for what? I registered for AGDQ, if that's what you mean. Didn't have to pay shit, because I'm a runner. Skype is literally Flash Player plus Adobe Air. Yeah, I'll try not to do too much while you're gone, rats. Hurry up, though. Get yourself some alcohol. Agreed, Lychee. It's probably my favorite racial slur. Oh, I mean, you can register me for that if you want, Colin. Yeah, I did, Monarch. Thank you. Okay. So we got the big Brandtini. I can't remember if I took a drink for this. I think I did, but I'll double check. Thank you for the copy pasta, Lychee. Let's just give Alma the Brandtini. See if this is what she likes. And this? It's on me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? Alright. Let me go back and chat. Tiger and Toaster. Tiger and Toaster saved me. Thank you. It was indeed the Brandtini. Turing test at 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but I did say yesterday time doesn't matter to me at AGDQ, and that's true, but not really on the first day. It matters to me then. Let's have some Common Rider in the background. But I'll be okay. I'll manage. I'm on right after Ed. How am I going to possibly follow the Master of Romance? I'll just have to play off of him. I'll just wing it. Thank you. I appreciate that memory, Tiger. There is actually an official, unofficial M1 fan Discord. I haven't looked at it in a few months. I don't think. Oh yeah, I forgot about that drag, dude. That's gonna be funny. I have no idea. I've never watched the runner who's gonna be doing that. I'm hoping they're charismatic and can make it entertaining with commentary. Yeah, it was Colin who set up the Discord, by the way. I had nothing to do with it. I would just like to point out. I'll shill your stream a lot at AGDQ Drag. Then you can start streaming again, because you'll be famous. Welcome back, rats. All you missed was that I gave Alma the Brandtini, and she liked it. And now she's smiling. She's got a cute expression on her face. So, how is it? A Brandtini. So you do pay attention to what I ask for. You have quite the fixation with Brandtinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, want to hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brandtini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he's called me Brandtini Girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So, why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that's old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma. I've been feeling like utter shit the past few days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all of your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister, Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh, you reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. So, she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some space. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So, we're in the car, and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all that built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about her kids are growing up and seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids. But I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids. But I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Ava and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I'm not gonna yell. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. I'm not gonna yell. Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family, and I put them above all else, but Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help? You just did. Eh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell, and I couldn't just discuss any of this with my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know. Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Haha, boob jokes. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding, kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her it's fine. She's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sister is still quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about shrimp allergies, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out. If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? Well, if I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is an indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey, am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. Wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice. But alcoholic, please. Alright. Damn. That was a long conversation. I don't necessarily, make myself wait till I have to make a drink to catch up on chat, but I couldn't find a good stopping point in that conversation, so... Wow, y'all said a lot. Undertale is not trash, it's a pretty good game. Undertale is the finale, it's not 7 hours. A literal meme game to close AGDQ. Speedrunning is dead and we killed it. My mind wanders. Is there a lost meme anywhere in this game? This game seems to be popular off of it referencing epic internet in-jokes as well as having fanfic tier conversations, so I'm hoping they have that. I'm sure there is a lost joke somewhere, yeah. Did my dad used to punish me with the belt sander? No, I punished him with the belt sander. I'm glad you made that joke before the characters did, Towster. Oh wait, you probably made that about the same time. I know, right, rats? How long is this game? Pretty long. If you play this game while not streaming and not stopping every few seconds to, talk to chat, or just, talk about shit you just read like I do, it's probably a lot shorter, but it would still be fairly long. It's got a lot of content to it so far. I haven't given up. Cave story. Colin. How long do you want it? Yeah, that is kind of weird, Ed. Something with ice? I'm never giving up on Cave Story, sorry. I know you'd really like me to give up on Cave Story, but I'm never doing it. How about an autistic 3-hour discussion about how women are inferior? I mean, we don't have our MVP of that here right now. Frost is not on the user list, so... I don't think there's anybody here who, even if they were trying their hardest, could carry on that subject for more than about 15 minutes. What's up, Nico? Okay. She wants something cold and with alcohol. Let's just start from the beginning. Let's get her something on the rocks with a ton of Karmatrine, preferably optional. I feel like I've looked for such a thing before, but I can't remember. Here we go. Sunshine Cloud, baby. 1, 2. 1, 2. Optional Karmatrine. Blended. Tastes like old chocolate milk with its good smell intact. Some say it tastes like caramel too. Bitter, girly, soft. Frost is a whole new level of R9K retardation. So it seems. I used to be quite the Dark Souls streamer. Yeah, for like a month. I really think it depends, Monarch. Watching people I know already stream Dark Souls is like the most fun thing in the world to me, Monarch. Like watching Azure play through Dark Souls for the first time is probably my favorite thing I've ever watched be streamed. But like I wouldn't watch a random person play Dark Souls probably, unless they were like, I don't know, doing something really unusual. Did I watch you play Dark Souls? I don't think I did, Ed. I didn't know you streamed, like, I don't remember knowing that you streamed that, so I must not have. Hence the Prepare to Die expansion. Like feet only? Yeah. Gotta get that feet cam. I'm gonna have to word that, Minyo. Azure ruined your experience by trying to get people to not help you. Dude, based. A feet Ninja Gaiden speedrun. What the heck? Okay, well, we've got her Sunshine Cloud. I took my drink. How much do I have left? I've got 1 drink's worth left. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. I don't really have anything to say about all that shit Alma just talked about. I mean, like, there are people in my family like that as well. Just like terrible parents who neglect their kids and slut it up instead. But, I mean, I don't know. I still can't really relate to Alma's story because it doesn't bother me. They're just like members of my family I just don't interact with. I'm just like, well, they're fucking up with their life. I'll just stay away from that. Whereas Alma seems to be really bothered by it, so... yeah. My mom raised me to be a whore. You're right. That's a really good image, Colin. A cute pigtail. My mind wanders. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Really? I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs. And a lot less messy. Haha, you silly girls. Boss? Here they're talking about breasts and legs, when everyone knows the best part of the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where'd you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because, thought as much? Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but be cooked otherwise. Great. I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed-up order and that's why she left him here. She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near it. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. Not too picky with guys, to be honest. Just want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. You like them buff? Tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. That's a good start. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, get me a drink here. Spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. This whole conversation with Alma is kind of weird. It seems somehow fundamentally really different from, like, every other conversation in the game so far. I guess just because that's just how Alma is. Like, you know, she's, like I said, she's closer to Jill than probably anyone. Maybe not Dorothy. I found that most autistic people have problems with straight-up memorization. When I think of bald streamers, I don't think of M1. When I think of M1, I think of, wow, that's that Russian guy that has a cool hairline and has a lot of cool hair. And then I think of CFB. Thanks, dude. Jill isn't a vegetarian in Neo-Future Land, where Buddhism will inevitably be widespread and vegetarianism will become pure. Sounds gay. Frank. Yeah, boss is pretty cool, Toaster. M1 unironically looks a lot like Nico Bellic, and whenever I envision M1, I think back to when he was succulently sucking on a fucking fudge sickle after doing a hot, steamy System Shock 2 run, with the fudge dripping down his rugged blue and red CWC-esque striped shirt that he used to show people. Whoa. I can figure out a math problem quicker than you can, and I'm a faggot. I don't think I have a shirt like that, actually, but good detail. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's true, Chandelin. Fringe Weaver it is. Yeah, I'm sure. I think that was intended, Minyo. This game has a lot of innuendo. You think I was wearing a black shirt? It was a Silent Hill run since Jim was in the chat, but he's also around for SS2 shit, so I can't remember. I feel like there's been more than one time where I've eaten a fudge sickle on stream. Anyway, let's get her something sweet. How about that? Blue Fairy is optional Karmatrine, and it'll turn your teeth blue, so I'm getting her that. Load it up. This was the last time. I see. I'm really happy about your memory. You remember the situation better than me. Get her something spicy. I'm sure I would get special dialogue. That's what a second playthrough is for. Yeah, you do. You need to watch Lane, Monarch. I'm trying to think of what you might be talking about regarding the epic math problem quote. I'll figure it out. I'll go through my VODs sometime. Last drink before I have to get a refill. That was a bigger drink than I thought. That is pretty gay, Colin. I've also had 2 years to get a decent time in Kara Blaster, and I never have, so that's pretty epic. Yeah. I'm probably, if I ever run Silent Hill 3 again, which I won't, but if I ever do, I'll use that split picture again. Anyway, Alma, here's your blue fairy. Here. Phew, it helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nah, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white? Like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, were you? Sorry. It's just when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You become giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? You like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, good apartment. I would never let you go. Hehehe. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here. Eh? I told you to sit here, come on. This is getting gay. Oh. This is new. Okay, so this whole time I'm wondering, I always figured we were just looking through the eyes of Jill. I wonder if it was more like we were looking through the eyes of like just the interface she uses for making drinks, because that was established. There's like a system they use, you know? I guess that's what it is. Also, yeah, Jill is really cute. Holy crap. Super cute. What are you... Alright then. Now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then. Alma is Alice Rabbit. Alma is Alice Rabbit, y'all. Whoa. Right? That's what that means? Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in a Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? Dude, her face. I'm screen capping this right now. I'm using this face. Jillface.png. You had your suspicions. Yeah. Queen put the idea into my head about Alma possibly being Alice Rabbit, and now I understand more why she thought so. He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right. And how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker. Right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then. Something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything, burning my eyelashes studying. I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies, even got me into stuff that gave more credits. Okay. That's funny. Lenore is the student teacher. Lenore was a student teacher, and I remember several days ago Jill making some comment, like some kind of seemingly joke comment about like who doesn't fuck one of their teachers in college or something like that. And then here we are. It turns out Lenore, her ex-girlfriend, was a student teacher. That's pretty funny. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her. And after some time, I found out she liked me too. Ho ho ho. We started going out. I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar rush then, you can't mess that up. Right. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? Well, you go to the S, and you go to the Uger, and then you go to the 2-Adelhyde, and then you get Jill drunk. Oh, really, Ed? I didn't notice. Oh, I forgot about that, Phantom. Do you think Jill will notice Alma's trying to get her drunk? That's a good question. We'll see. S then the Ooger. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. Huh. I have this gut feeling with your body you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So, keep telling me the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking. I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I'd only gone through the motions day after day from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped, and I realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore, and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house, and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Huh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar, and apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left, and I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Joe. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost the sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, a stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever, truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you give me a big beer here? Coming right up. Welcome back, Alma. What makes a big beer in this thing? Yeah, so that's pretty much... that sums up the situation perfectly. Thank you for the host, Alyssa. It's not Alma trying to get her drunk, it's the drink machine. That's a good question, Ed. Tingle is known for dominating his enemies through superior mobility. His sheer sense of speed is unrivaled, sometimes exceeding that of Epona. Unlike Epona, Tingle is able to maintain his maneuverability at top speed, providing him with a significant advantage. Thanks, Lychee. It really helps me out. Thanks for the host, Colin. Thanks for the host, Colin. Thanks for the host, Colin. Yeah, it's probably not going to specify exactly what the career was, Tiger. It doesn't really matter as far as, like, its effect on the plot, probably. Point is, she had, like, a kind of prestigious career and gave it up to be a bartender. And gave up a more prestigious job for a less prestigious job. See, I did the smart thing and just went straight to dropping out of college and having a non-prestigious job. That's the thing to do. Saved myself a whole lot of time. No, that's a different copy pasta, Colin. A big beer. Oh, yeah, I'm empty on drink. I need to get some more, so I'll be right back. Please enjoy Drive Me Wild, which is a great song. I'm back. While I was gone, I thought to myself, have I heard Drive Me Wild more than any other song in Valhalla? Probably. I don't remember anything about Tingle's thighs, sorry. Tingle is not to be trifled with, and neither are his thighs, so don't even talk about them. This better be the YouTube video I think it is. It is. I was gonna get a nice White Russian, because I've decided that those are what I prefer near the end of the stream. I prefer to have a White Russian as my last drink of the day. But I just remembered I'm out of milk, and I have no coffee. I'm not about to just have just coffee, liqueur, and vodka together. That's not a real White Russian. So instead I'm going to go with a good old Diet Dr. Pepper with some vodka. Easy. Why not a Black Russian? Because that's not as good. Am I racist? Yes. Snowfall the most, you think? It's probably true. It's between that or Drive Me Wild, I think. Actually, I probably just poured in way more vodka than I should have. I'll take a taste test and see. Oh no, that's okay. That's fine. That's not too much. You're in Germany, right, Greedo? There's no Diet Dr. Pepper there? That's weird. It's probably my second favorite Diet Cola. Coke Zero is my favorite. I don't know why I didn't get that instead of Diet Dr. Pepper, but Diet DP is fine too. Only ever seen regular? Huh. Oh yeah, this video. I remember this. This is good. Thanks, Lychee. This is like a real throwback. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just one little thing I wanted to point out about Jill's situation is that, well, I don't know if I should go into it right now, because it'll be a whole big long thing if I start talking about it. Yeah, I'll talk about it some other time. Umemoto. Umemoto might be my favorite song, period, in the game. Now Jill's know how it feels to wait 10 minutes for a drink. Hey, Alma has to figure out the interface, and her boobs are getting in the way, okay? She's at a disadvantage here. 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson Extract, 1 Petter Delta, 2 Finer Guide, 4 Karma Shrine. I was wondering if Jill was going to ask for a beer, because we already know she likes beer a lot. What? Why am I making a big fringe weaver? Big beer, my bad. I don't have big boobs, Ed. Have a good luck getting on your bed. Why wouldn't I make a big fringe weaver? Because I want to get it right. I want to get the drinks right. I play to win, y'all. I know I'm Alma right now. Okay, I see what you're saying. Epic. Well, this is the future, rats. It's different. Can you see Asuka number 2? Yeah, there she is right there. Hello. It's me, Asuka number 2. You're right, I am. Whatever. Let's just give the drink. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Dude, that's why she became a bartender. Oh. Hey Joe, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now? Shut up. I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She'd always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she'd drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she'd say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Ah, man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all of that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. I love this face she makes, dude. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell me all of this. And you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up. I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost. And if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. I hate it. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours? That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly, they're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like that with this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we don't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. We made good money and we have well more than enough money to pay rent tomorrow. Cherish Titty Hacker, she's a good friend. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Lychee's gone. It's because I didn't really show Eska number 2. Smiling Jill is very cute, yeah. What's up, Carl? That was a good part of the game. It was very good. Goliath Online. Welcome, Colin. I'm glad you're back. Okay, I do kind of want to talk about the whole drama with Jill, actually, just a little bit, because the segment that just happened makes it a lot better, in my opinion. And not just because, you know, it's a cool segment where you see Jill and you play as Alma. I didn't really like the whole drama that was happening with Alma and the whole thing with Lenore. I shouldn't say I didn't like it, but I had mixed feelings about it. And I'm not going to talk for a million years about why. Because again, I mean, I could talk for, you know, a good 15 minutes about the whole thing, but there have been very few moments in the game where you really see Jill as her own character. She is mostly like a conduit for the player. There was, you know, the time where boss comes to the apartment and you make Jill drink, but even then you're still controlling Jill actually. So it's kind of different. Anyway, I just I had a hard time like relating to the situation with Lenore, and I'm not gonna go into detail about why I thought it was kind of bad, or just could have been better, could have been done better. But that's how I felt. But I think pretty soon after, you know, just the next day after, having this segment where, you know, you're Alma controlling the thing and you're serving Jill, I think that makes it a lot better. Because it just kind of like... It's just a way of solidifying Jill as being her own character. And not just a window for the player. Even if it is probably just a one-off thing the game is going to do. It's like the game acknowledging the disconnect that will likely happen when the whole issue with Lenore pops up. I'm just reading way too much into the whole thing, I'm sure, but that's the main reason I liked it, really. And it makes me feel better about the whole thing. How many pillows do you sleep with? You're probably asking Colin since he's the one in bed, but I sleep with 2. I put one between my legs because my legs hurt if I don't. It's weird. It's not that weird. Some other people do that, but not a lot of people. Do I have any tips for acting like Heather or looking closer? I mean, I don't know how you could look much closer to Heather as a dude. I mean, you've got the hair. You've basically already got Heather's hair. Your roommate is going as Harry, but hardcore half-assing it since his radio isn't even the right fucking color. Tell him to paint it. Yeah, same here, Monarch. Are you sleeping on your futon? Cool. That's cool. Anyway. I'm glad that this issue is kind of wrapping up, and she's not as distraught over the news of Lenore's death. She's going to become more and more cheerful again, because as y'all are pointing out, Mega Christmas is tomorrow. We're going to have a good party at the bar. She's going to spend some quality time with the boss and Alma. And even Gil, probably Rad Sheba as well. She's going to warm up to Rad Sheba, I'm sure. That's going to be fun. I just poured myself this new drink, and the day was over, so I didn't get a chance to finish it, so that's pretty epic. You're just going to look like a fag, and he's going to look like your boyfriend, and we're both part of the radio club. I imagine you said fag, since the word was bleeped out. It's okay, Colin. Nothing wrong with looking like a fag. Fags are cool. I mean, you know, some of them. At TwitchCon, you managed to get a Rad Sheba shirt? Dude, awesome. I saw... I don't remember where I saw it. Oh yeah, I saw it on the Sukeban Twitter account. They had retweeted somebody else had a Rad Sheba shirt. So I have seen it, and it's... Assuming it's the same one you have, it's quite cool. It's quite cool looking. You put tranny. Is that a bad word nowadays? I think it is. I mean, it depends, you know... Some trans people kind of like it, I think, but some of them don't. Yeah, some words are just globally filtered. I don't know what to do. I've got a little bit before I'm gonna go to sleep, so I kind of feel like trying to do another day, but I really, really doubt I'd be able to get through another day quick enough. Let's give it a shot. I'm feeling like it. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Those are old threads. Is the same shirt they retweeted? Nice. Yeah, I like that shirt a lot. I might see if I can find that shirt as well. I was thinking about getting a slut shirt too. I just think that'd be extra funny because, you know, you don't usually call dudes sluts, but you could. I couldn't wear that shirt to work though. I don't like the idea of buying a shirt that I can't wear to work because that, you know, obviously that lowers its practicality. That's not too surprising, Drag. I feel like the camera issue, like, I always hear people complaining about the camera in Dark Souls, and while I don't think it bothers me as much as it bothers a lot of people, like, yeah, I still think there are way too many times in Souls games where I have issues with the camera. You get a horse shirt, that'd probably be better. Yeah, then I could charge. Yeah, I guess I'm not HJ. Yeah, best boss poster would be cool as well. I mean, if you wanted just like the pixel art, you could just like take a screenshot, just blow it up, make a poster out of it. Okay, let's read Danger You. I need to take minimal reading chat breaks so I can get through this day before it's too late. Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product IMO, much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's gonna face Yusuke at the Dome Show. Why don't they push the Great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66, because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's side for the women's championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. Yeah, okay. Wrestling is fake. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. What do we have in the augmented eye? Model Warrior Julianne returns. Ooh. Is that a tear in your eye? No. The classic magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while, most of Glitch City's citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids, without risking dinner or breakfast. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. I wonder if she is among those 80. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, but we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. The update to the Lilim receiving mysterious messages article. Looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. Who are you? Are you really alive? You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. Oh man, is something like big gonna happen to Lilum? I'm pretty interested in where that's gonna go. Spooky or a made-up story. You would kill yourself if someone said nice meme to you. No, GameBot. Welcome back. I'm glad you failed. Oh, I know what shit you're talking about, Colin. Probably. Okay, Ed. Sleep tight, even though you're still watching. I'll try to get through this day pretty quick. Saturday, December 24th. Good evening. Hey, Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds, so if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting, the more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. I think I'll take out Neo Avatar. I remember hearing that last day and thinking it was a little bit old. Let's put in everything will be okay, just for Jill. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, new faces, and some cleavage to boot. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? What's this chick's stuff on her head? Oh, she's a Lilum. She's got an arm thing. Well, she's not necessarily a Lilum. Might just be a cyberized person. But she's probably a Lilum. The Athena Convention Center. Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. The Lilin freaks me out. 6 Adelhyde. 3 powder delta. 1 Karmatrine. Aged mixed. Take a drink. Can I please popularize your terminology of calling in-jokes local memes? That made me laugh pretty heartily, so I might Monarch. Yes, Dorothy is going. Dude, Dorothy is everyone's favorite. I guess I shouldn't expect anything different from people who watch my stream, but I'm glad that Dorothy is like a fan favorite despite, or dare I say because of, you know, her, like, I guess touchy backstory or whatever. Good night, Colin. Yeah, please get a lot of pictures. Put them on Twitter. Or send me to them however you think is appropriate. Sleep tight. Alright. Let's give her the Brantini. Here you are. Thanks. It's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilim friend is Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yeek, Bartender? That cult classic game that's seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. The Lilim still freaks Jill out. 1, 2, 3 Adelheid. 1, 2, 3 Petter Delta. Optional Karmatrine doesn't matter since she's going to be leaving soon after this anyway, but we'll see if anything happens. A couple of these will make your tongue feel velvety. More of them, and you will be sleeping soundly. Sour, girly, soft. Take a drink. Hey, what's up, Zmayon? Oh, that sucks, Zmayon. I'm sorry. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Damn, I got dizzy pretty fast. I better stop here. Now that I think about it, just who are you, Essentia? Isn't she your friend? I guess. I don't know. I just kind of met her in a convention and she's stuck with me ever since. She also seems off. Like she's missing something. Or thinking too much. Interference. Slow synchronization. Well, I won't hold you any longer. We should go. Goodbye. I wonder... Like, the way the chick just mentioned Essentia's behavior, I'm not sure if it's like she was just now acknowledging the way her behavior has always been, or if it's like like Essentia is acting weird in a way she usually doesn't. Basically what I'm saying is I wonder if her acting kind of weird just now is because of like the thing that's going on with Lilim, supposedly. I guess we'll see when we see Dorothy tomorrow. Please come again. Why the hell are you on the floor? Tased by the vending machines? I wonder if he said something to piss off Dee Dee or Gogo. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. Hey. Speak of the devil. Oh, hi honey. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilim just wonder? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush, yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? I feel like I really should know this. True Sukeban fashion. Maybe something to do with backups. Right, Tiger. You're my lifesaver, dude. Five Adelheid. You know what? I wonder if the fact that, you know, the girl who works as an escort likes the Piano Woman, which is a drink that used to be called Pretty Woman. I wonder if that's like, you know, an intentional reference. Because Pretty Woman is about, you know, an escort too, right? I haven't seen the movie, but whatever. Aged. Sweet promo happy. I don't think I took my drink, so here we go. Sounds plausible. This is a game of references. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman when you felt like celebrating? Or were feeling down? I did? Wait, I did. You actually remembered such a thing. Yo, her face. Oh. She gets heart pupils. She got heart pupils for just a second. Ooh, that's so cute. Tiger. Tiger Dragon remembered, not me. That's so cute. You're so sweet. I was half expecting her to say she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone that. I did it because it was you who needed my help. But a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. You want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you, Lilim, really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. You know, like, this is gonna sound like pretentious as all fuck, and like I'm trying to be philosophical when I'm actually just a giant retard, but if you think about it, like, humans don't understand death either. We might understand the fear of death, but we don't understand death itself, because you don't experience it until, you know, obviously it's too late. I guess if you have a near-death experience or something, it's different. But, like, a Lilim who has never died and then been, like, reactivated in a new body, and a human who, of course, is still alive, basically have the same understanding of the experience of death. You might say it's different after a Lilim has died and then been reactivated, but I don't know, just something that popped into my mind. We should not sexualize a serious medical condition? What, heart pupils? I don't think that's a medical condition for Lilim. It's just something they can do. Anyway. We do have a fear of death, though. Oh, there we go. They have a fear of death, too. Yeah, we can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? Yo, talk about on the nose. If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit though, mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. Yeah, it's a tad small though, sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? Foray. Why Foray? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4. Okay, so it's 4. It happened once. You'd be surprised how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Heh heh. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. She doesn't want to say it's an anime character. You want anything else? Let's see if you know me well. Give me something I'd like. What? I already gave you a piano woman. You want another one? You'd say that was 50% philosophical, 50% retarded. Well, that's better than I expected, so thank you, GameBot. What's more interesting is that she says their data is uploaded and then redeployed, but if you think about it, it's not them, but their copies that are redeployed. Yeah, that was a whole concept I kind of talked about earlier. In a few days ago when I was streaming this game. Yeah, I watched Drac play Soma, and I pretty much got that whole concept out of that. It handled that concept pretty well, I thought. Soma is quite good. A simple duplicate drink would be too easy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I could just give her another piano woman, but I know that's not what the game wants. I'm thinking Blue Fairy. I feel like I've given her a Blue Fairy before. Let me just give it a shot. Lets me give her more Karma Shrine anyway. Give her a fedora. Much in common with the little ice fairy. Here you go, Dorothy. What about this? Yep, just nice. Ooh, thanks for the suggestion, y'all. The big fringe, too late. I gave her something with optional Karma Shrine anyway. You always order either sweet or girly drinks. It was a no-brainer. Girly and sweet drinks for a sweet girl. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman. Dude, I love this face. I gotta screen cap this. I gotta screen cap this face as well. Wait, that would be hard to do. I want to try and screen cap it when she has heart pupils. That would be hard to time. Let me try. Let me just try a couple times. Ooh, I might have gotten it right then. Nope. Ooh, I must have got it that time. I got it. Ooh, I got it. I got the heart people face. Perfect. Perfect timing. Second try, baby. Easy. Found it? That's not the same one, but that's a good pick as well, Zamayon. Yeah, I'll Twitter it. I'm putting it on Twitter. Want to crop it just right here. Yeah, that should be about right. Easy, easy snap. Easy screen cap, dude. Didn't even have to try. Okay. It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know? I wondered for a while, though, why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again? Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar. The way it's insulated from the noise of the city, it's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. It's a win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom, or guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian? That whole thing about someone taking care of a Lilin after deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep. And I'm proud to say I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. Okay, so that confirms what I was theorizing the other night. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So, what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Huh? Dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though, or at least not consciously. At times, she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me, if she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing. A daughter, a student, some helpless kid. She's explained this to you before, Jill. Why are you confused about this? It means I've gotten my clients looking exactly for that. But on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that role-plays as little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute. What's the problem with your guardian, then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. And seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking with her? How so? Well, telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone to open up to her, that is. I never really thought about talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You want to come? Really? Yeah, if you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. That feel when you will never do worse in an alley with Dorothy. I went from silly to a bit sad. Imagine being the guardian of a robo-prostitute. Yeah, that is interesting, to find that they have humans acting as guardians. That's really interesting. You remember smoking behind the bar with a bartender once. Wow. How do you know that's not what... Oh, well, I guess we're about to find out, Tiger. Want one? You really offering me... Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl? I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks. No. Smoking seriously messes with my air filters, and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me, though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays, she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She's had a daughter. Apparently, she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. Oh, shit. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear. Or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Wait. Red? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised? She's not wrong. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. Never use your real name if you're an escort. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. Okay. Dorothy Hayes was a clever reference. Just straight up saying in the conversation, Dolores Hayes, fuck off. You blew it. You blew it. It's not clever anymore. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful if you ask me. So Dorothy's actually your second name. Should I call you something like Becky then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name? Yep. Only my mom, her guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name, in short, would be Rebecca Willow? Doesn't have the same pizzazz, if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours. Oh, I have an uncle that always kept me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That, and it's completely useless to try to correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay. Sounds too far-fetched? Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all of your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. Need to remember to buy more cigars. Cigars? Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year? Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Hey, it's a girl. The pure cinnamon roll, Say, is here. Or should I say, the pure cinnamon roll. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Oh, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Next time I order something at a bar. Something cold. Alright, dude. Just fuck off. Let's see. What did I get somebody last time that had optional Karmatrine and ice? Here we go. Sunshine Cloud. To Edelhide. To Bronson Extract. Optional Karmatron. Take a drink. Let's catch up on chat. Zmayon is pretty cool. He's said some cool stories in chat. A few. You were pretty drunk and it was a dude. Wasn't a cutie pie like Jill? No, you shouldn't say that. Thanks, Jay Clark. Am I eggs? Yes. However, it doesn't eggs. Man. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna check Discord for something real quick. One sec. Oh. That's interesting. I thought he'd still be in there. Well, that's life. Alright. We got the Sunshine Cloud ready to go. Bitter Girly Soft. Here. Yeah, this is the one. Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too? Also, the weather outside is cold and Say's walking around in a tank top. I mean, she probably had a jacket on and she took it off and she got in the bar, but still. Oh, one sec. But when that previous girl was in who was a cosplayer, Jill commented on her relatively skimpy outfit with it being so cold, so I don't know, maybe that's just like the game logic is they're just wearing whatever they're wearing in the portrait. I don't know. Showing off that body, can't blame her. Yeah, for real. When you're that lean, you want to show the world. It's not that cold, actually, but I've always had decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. So, Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some things she ordered. Dang, so that means we can't invite Say or Stella to our party, since they're already having one. And here I was all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know... I want you to wait. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. I had a hard time reading that for some reason. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. I'm going to screen cap this face by Say as well, because it's really cute. Whoops, I caught her blinking. Dude, it's 1:15. The stream is running later than I wanted it to. And they're really big. Lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? Yeah, she says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Good night, Monarch. I'm taking another screen cap of this face. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Oh, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know? You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Oh, I beg to differ, girl. Although, with all this healing I had to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too breezy, too. Feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms are too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen some bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They really help with complexes. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never really cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? She said it. She said drills. She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent though, why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kinda likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her. This is a really weird conversation, by the way. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? You have something non-alcoholic? I do, give me a sec. It's not really what I wanted to hear, but I'm gonna treat my girl right, give her a bleeding Jane. For that solid 2 hundo. It happens, man. Even some girls who are in industries where they make use of them get reductions. Maybe next time, Tiger. Fringe weaver it is. I do too, Greta. Oh yeah, take a drink. Here. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy. Or at the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. Doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know. You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella's throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say, yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. Oh wow. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Real Serpico here. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Hey. It's been a while, George. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me the strong drink, won't you? Alright. Strong and manly. I don't know why I just took a drink before I made this guy's drink. A gut punch, a bitter, manly, strong, optional Karmatrine. Let's go. Could be a Fringe Weaver as well. It is strong. It's not manly, but it's strong. And it's $260. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Fringe Weaver. Good call there. Make him a big one. Bubbly, classy, strong. Take a drink. Bottled absinthe. Fringe Weavers are a good call, yes. I think this is the first Fringe Weaver I've actually served tonight. What a mistake. Not strong enough, kid. I ain't paying for this. Hello again, Nico. I should have gone with Jill's instinct. She's the bartender, not me. she knew he would want something manly, and I didn't heed her suggestion. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to the whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws. The walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you say those 2 vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. Some big name from Kanye-vania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes the reaction, and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Uh-huh. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know? Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Being a tad more decisive this time. Not as much Karmatrine as I'd like to give him. Sorry for burping into the mic just now, by the way. I know that's gross. But I'm pretty drunk right now, so... that's how that is. Take a drink. I know, right, GameBot? Who the fuck turns down a Fringe Weaver? Do I drink cocktails in bars IRL? No. I've never been to like a legit bar before. Or, well, I should say I've never like gone out of my way to go to a bar. I've drank at bars that are in places that are not primarily bars, if you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Pretty much all of my drinking has either been with friends at AGDQ or just in front of my computer. That's just the kind of person I am. But yeah, I mean, I live in the suburbs, and the like average age of residents in the city I live in is like really old. So I have no interest in going to any nearby bars. If you live somewhere that has a cool downtown, it's cool. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I just don't live near anywhere where there would be a cool bar to go to. And I don't have any real life friends anyway. So I just have to, like, even if I did go to a bar, I'd have to go alone, which I don't want to do. That would just be dumb. Like one with a niche place with a specialty for cocktails? Huh. Yeah, I mean, like, I would like to go to a bar like that if I had some people to go with. I don't know, that's probably funds, man. Okay, I don't remember if I took a drink, so let me take a drink. I'm getting low here, but that's fine, because I think this day is almost over. It better be, because this is past the time. I mean, it's past the time I wanted to go to bed, so I did. Oh well. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time? He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least deliver her a message. Could have been lying. Yes, people lie, you made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight, and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. Couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon, I was worried something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter, but I don't expect you to understand. Wow. I did not expect that from Art at all. You know, I wonder if he just made that up. I wonder if he literally just made that up because that story came right after him saying, yeah, I get it, people lie. Maybe that's just me reading too much into things as usual. So, how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something is happening. What do you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay too long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. I better go back to work before a trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then. I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it is to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on. Wait a bit and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Well, flawless service bonus not granted. How epic can you get? A whopping $930. Merry Mega Christmas. Let's celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. I know, right, Greta? Why does your boss look like an anime character? Because it is the cyberpunk future of 2070X, where people can be genetically engineered to naturally have white hair and they can have robot arms and they can have anime hair curls without even trying because it's the future. That's why. I finally understand the reason why I was put on this earth. It wasn't to receive a gold medal in the Penis Olympics. I was born to rule over everyone with my penis. Thank you for giving birth to me, Mom. That feel when you will never roll over a girl so hard with your penis that she thanks her mom for giving birth to her for solely that reason. Or maybe you will. Maybe you will indeed do that. Who am I to say you'll never do that? Dream big. And sleep tight, 'cause I'm done. What a productive couple of in-game days. And what a productive real day. Good night.